Those are the 5 for Colorado State. They get it into the hands of Clifford. Trying to back down Miguel. Blake, that's for the lead. Gets it! Colorado State up 1.
It's Tiberi to Martinelli for the win. Martinelli with a catch. Under 5.
He fires. He bumped it in.
No, Holloman looks the clock. Half court for the win. Oh my goodness. Now he throws it in. There they go.
Get it in. Donaldson.
90 seconds. 2 seconds. Donaldson at the buzzer. He wins it.
From the out of bounds to the freshman Queen, who's driving. Drops it. On the right side of the buzzer beater.
Where does that confidence come from?
I mean, so I think I'm from Baltimore, that's why. Maryland. Let's go, baby. Derek Queen from Baltimore. I have the t-shirt on the way saying that it says I'm from Baltimore. I love it, man. What's up, everybody? How we doing? I'm going to try and see if I can find this of Gene Steratore talking about. Here we go. All right, here. Let's talk about it. Because we're also waiting on Burns, who I am pretty sure is asleep right now. Considering the last text I got from him was like a half an hour ago saying that he was dead. But last I heard he wanted to do the show today, so my guess is he fell asleep. So we'll wait for him to wake up right here.
From the out of bounds
Yeah,
to the
right.
freshman
No,
Queen, who's driving.
You're to blame.
Okay. Here.
Now, here's the deal. As not long after that happened, Chuckster, you're to blame because you said, man, I've gotten 13 texts from people saying, how about that travel?
Listen, I was so mad. I'm like, what travel y'all talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
So that's why we have Gene here. So, Gene, tell me, take us through this play.
It's a great play. It's a great ending,
Yeah.
right? Look, by rule, the dribble doesn't end until there's firm possession with one hand locked or more times than not with two hands. So we've got to look to see when the dribble ends. Derek Queen makes the turn around the loop. At that point, when he brings it back up, we don't know if that's fully possessed. If he bobbles that at that point, he could continue to bobble that basketball all the way to the hoop without a travel. So you've got to wait until you can define firm possession. Now the dribble has ended. As I said, most times than not, it's when both hands come together. You can see when Derek Queen has both hands together, 1 foot hits, next foot, great shot, great ending. To me, it just really doesn't jump off the screen as anything big. I've got to be honest.
I don't know that it jumped off the screen.
No, it
in
didn't
any
jump
of us.
off. No, exactly.
And it wasn't just the text Chuck was getting. It was just looking at the internet was like, hey, how about the travel? Blah, blah.
How many people text you 13? You got 13 dumb friends. I did too. And you know,
Derek friends who at least don't know what a travel is.
Derek Queen. Wasn't even close either.
It was the last. None of us thought anything about the shot other than unbelievable shot
on both ends.
No question.
Yes.
And a great fit.
Watch it again. Listen to what Gene said. He said it doesn't really end until both hands are on the ball.
Possession with one hand locked or more times than not with two hands.
Okay, here we go. Let me mute it. Okay. So, right there, 1, 2. According to Gene, he said that the dribble for him doesn't end until both hands are on the ball. Dribble, dribble, dribble. One, there's two hands. 1, 2. Here's my other argument. And here's my big argument. And I would say this regardless. At the end of the game, coming down to the wire, last possession, if it is 50-50, if it's not obvious, you don't call it. I said this at the end of Super Bowl 57 when they did call it for the Chiefs. And I said, listen, if you slow it down, do you see something? Sure. Do I like making that call in that moment? Absolutely not. Same logic here. If you slow it down, do you maybe see something? Sure. On the last possession of the game, unless if it is incredibly obvious, I'm not calling it. I'm just not. Same thing with Chiefs Eagles in the Super Bowl 57. And I thought it was the wrong decision to call that hold on James Bradbury when they did. It was not obvious enough to call it in that moment of the game. And I thought it was a mistake by calling it. Why would I switch up that energy now? Now, the officiating was terrible all game long, and Maryland really got away. Colorado State got away with a lot all game. But honestly, as I put out on Twitter, the officiating doesn't matter if you can't get a rebound. Maryland should have had that game won earlier. I'm not going to lie to you. Heading into this game against Florida, man, you can't start the way you've started in the last two games, especially the way you started yesterday. Grand Canyon, we didn't start too great either. The problem was the good news was Grand Canyon was just as bad, so it didn't matter. But Colorado State, I mean, really, we didn't play well in that first half at all. So against Florida, you can't fall down early. You have to come out swinging early. I don't want to see nerves. I don't want to see any of it. All right, listen, Burns is still not here. I'm not sure where he is. I'm going to call Michael because Michael wanted to know if he could come on. And I said, yeah, sure, come on later. Well, let's just bring him on now. Why not? Let's call him up. Hey, yes. Burns is not here. I think Burns is sleeping. Do you want to come on? Sleeping. So I think, considering I got a text from him at like 2:30 saying, dude, I'm so dead. And then he hasn't picked up his phone.
Okay, give me 5 minutes.
All right, cool. Sam. I'm going to put something out on Instagram, by the way, saying that we are live. Appreciate you guys tuning in to Burns and Berman, I believe, without Burns. Talking March Madness. Tune in. Boom. And then bang. Twitch.tv/the next network _ There we go. Any plans for a new side quest? Not yet, but I mean, I could be doing some things. Nothing I don't have any plans for any crazy side quests. Not any kind of crazy side quests. We already went over it. As I said in Super Bowl 57, Chiefs Eagles. If it's not incredibly obvious, you don't call it in that moment. And we just watched a video of Gene Steratore talking about it. By his definition, it wasn't a travel. By him, he's saying that the dribble doesn't end until both hands are on the ball, according to Gene. And when both hands are on the ball, it's 1-2 shot. So there you go. That's from the man himself. Here's the next question, all right? And I'm going to pose this to you guys. I might make a poll on Instagram as well. I have an option here. Because I can do one or the other based off timing. It's one or the other. Either I go to O's opening day. Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. O's opening day is on the road on Thursday. Never mind. I was about to say the home opener is on Thursday. No, it's not. The home opener is on Monday. So I take what I was about to say back. So I'm planning on going to UMD on Thursday for this game. That's what I'll tell you right now. 100%. I am planning on going to UMD on Thursday to watch that game there. Because how can you not, right? How can you not? I am worried, though, about Florida. I mean, Florida's my national championship pick. This is where I had Maryland losing in my bracket. And as I talked about before, the way Maryland has started these games, both of these games, has concerned me. And I need to see them stepping up early. I need to see them hitting shots early. I need to see the defense be better. They go on runs in these two games. They've went on runs, but they haven't. For most of that game, it felt like Maryland was trying to catch up to Colorado State, not just on the score, but in terms of like we were trying to beat them at their own game. And I don't like that idea against the 1 seed here. I think you need to start this game hot. You need to get out on that run early and make them chase you. Where is Burns? I think he's sleeping. Because at 2:30, I got a text saying that he was dead. He hasn't been on. Do you hate the pig? Yes, the pig commercial. Geico has so many great iconic March Madness ads they could have brought back. That's the one they chose? Really? Why do my eyes look so red? You see that? My eyes look like bloodshot red. Why is that? That's like, look, does it look like that as much as I think it does? It looks like my eyes are like really red. No, is it not that bad? To me, it looks bad to me on camera. Maybe it's not. Maybe it doesn't actually look that bad. They look normal? Okay. All right. Well, I take that back. Betch needs to do better. I mean, yeah, but Maryland has been the number one. Like, they've relied on the bench less than any team in the country this year. I don't like why would that change now? I think it's close to like 90% of our points this season have been starters. So I don't see why all of a sudden Maryland's bench is going to show up. No, it's the Crab Five. We've rolled with the Crab Five all year. That's not going to stop now. But yeah, it would be, and I put this on Twitter. It would be the most Maryland sports thing of all time to beat Florida and lose to Arkansas, not Texas Tech. Arkansas, 10 seed. If we beat Florida, 1 seed, and then we lose to Arkansas. I'm telling you, that'd be the most Maryland sports thing of all time. It's what Maryland sports do. Ravens, Orioles, Commanders. It's what Maryland sports do. I know they're a very solid squad, but my point is it's a 10 seed. It would be very, very Maryland sports to beat a 1 seed and lose to a 10 seed in the next round. It really would be. Oh, where's Michael? Burns is sleeping, man. I'm giving up on Burns. I don't think he's going to be joining us today. That's my guess. Let's see. How are we doing, chat, as we wait for Michael? What do you guys want to talk about, man? What do you guys want to talk about? Yeah, I know Ovi's going crazy. I know nothing about hockey, but yes, he is going crazy. Think about the O's this year? World Series, right? I know we lost a lot of guys. We lost Santander. We lost Burns. So what is the expectation actually for the O's this year? Like, how good are they supposed to actually be? Because we've lost guys, and I didn't hear about it. I didn't hear about it signing anybody, and I heard about multiple players leaving. So are we supposed to take a step back this year? Like, what's the expectation? I know Felix Bautista's back. Let's take a look. Orioles. Here, look at MLB 2025 predictions. Okay, from Bleacher Report. Let's take a look. Let's see what Bleacher Report says about the O's. Over under 87.5. They lost Burns, lost Santander. We do get Bautista. Rotation takes a step back without Burns. Mix of an improved bullpen in the lineup, littered with young talent, make the O's favorites. All right, so we're favorites to win the AL East. Good. All right. Good. That's from Bleacher Report. Now let's go CBS Sports. Well, they all say Boston. Ugh, I don't like that. Not what I like to see there. Oh, hold on. Michael needs a code. Hold up. There we go. All right. Michael's about to be joining us. Yeah, Jackson Holiday is he playing? How's he gonna be this year? Because I know he was kind of mid last year, except for that Grand Slam that I was at and saw. There we go. Michael's about to be joining us. And speaking of Michael, we have an announcement to make. Actually, tomorrow we have an announcement to make. Tomorrow, Michael Mursky will be announcing his college decision. 8 p.m. Eastern on TikTok Live. We are going to, Michael will announce his college decision 8 p.m. tomorrow. So make sure you guys tune into that. Michael Murphy.
Josh, how are you?
I'm doing good, man.
Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Good. It is we've made it to the Sweet 16.
Let's go Terps.
We have 4 schools from the Big 10, 4 schools from the Big 12, and then 8 combined between the SEC and ACC.
Well, no, the SEC has 7.
It was a joke. I saw it earlier because people were trying to make fun of how it's a 4 Power 4, and then really Duke is the only one from the ACC.
Yeah,
so I saw a graphic earlier that said, "Oh yeah, there's 8 combined between the big." I was looking at the wrong camera. I'm over here. There's 8 combined between the Big 12 and the Big 10, and so there's 8 combined between the SEC.
That's true. That is true.
So it's the era of NIL. The ACC is just so good. They're right. No, I picked Clemson and Louisville to go to the Elite 8. I was wrong after the first 2 hours of the tournament. So
I have lost. I have my entire Final Four is still intact.
Mine too.
My Elite 8 teams that I lost are St. John's and I'll tell you right now. I lost St. John's and I lost Wisconsin.
I was gonna guess Wisconsin. I've lost Louisville, Clemson, and St. John's.
Yeah, I'll share
I
my
still
screen.
have Duke, BYU, Tennessee, Michigan State and Florida.
So I had Auburn, A&M. So it's Michigan, who I had losing to UC San Diego. Same thing with UNC. I had UNC in my Sweet 16. That did not happen.
Mm-hmm.
Ole Miss, Michigan State got that right. Auburn, Michigan State still got that.
I had Louisville over Auburn, and then I had Louisville over Yale. So I really got that wrong. I had Yale beating A&M and Michigan. My East region is perfect right now, though.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
You've not gotten a single game wrong in the East?
In the East, no, but my Midwest and South.
As I've said before, that to me is a perfect bracket. If you can get a region right, that's a perfect bracket.
But so interestingly, I in my family there's 5 people, and we're in a bracket group, and I'm the only one that watches college basketball. And my mom,
I made it. I did it same, except my brother didn't do it. So
all the members of my family, Josh, I am last by a wide margin right now.
That's how it works.
It's insane. They can't name you. My dad can name you probably Dairy Queen, and my sister could probably name Dairy Queen. No other member of my family can name a single college basketball player. My brother is first, I think my dad is first right now. My brother was either first or second, except he has the least amount of max points because he's predicted the bracket 80% up to now, but he had Clemson winning it all.
Oh.
And they were out in the first round. So
he's going to come in last, probably.
He's probably going to come in last. My parents had Maryland winning it all, and my sister had Tennessee, and I had Florida. So
I had Florida as well. Looking at my Midwest, Houston, Kentucky, and Tennessee, but I had Clemson. So other than that, I almost got that right. I got that right. But then I had it being Clemson versus High Point, and it was McNeese versus Purdue. The West.
I also had Clemson versus High Point.
The West, I'm Florida, Maryland, but I had Texas. I had Drake versus St. John's, and it's Texas Tech versus Arkansas.
Yeah, I had Gonzaga versus Clemson in the Sweet 16, and it's Houston versus Purdue. So that didn't work at all. Yeah, Michigan State didn't play too well against New Mexico. I was actually very impressed with
The next network bracket challenge. This guy is in first. See how he did. Nailed it.
You also had UNC.
Damn, the only one he didn't get. Wait, hold on. No, he missed UNC.
Yeah. And St. John's.
St. John's and Gonzaga. Who was
I picked Gonzaga. So Maryland, Florida is going to be at 7:39 on Thursday. I'll be live for that.
You want to see Rachel's bracket?
I'm excited. Sure. She at Oregon. Oh, well, Wofford.
She did mascot mode.
See, that's what I did. And the way on March Madness, on the March Madness website where they did the mascots, I had St. John's winning because I didn't do it by the SJ. I did it by like their alternate mascots, whatever they pick. They had like a thing. So I did it for that, and I ended up having St. John's. I forgot who they beat.
Oregon versus Montana. Look at Bryant here in the Elite Eight.
Purdue does look good. So yeah, so Josh, I said on the TikTok live a couple days ago, I said that Yappy, but I haven't said where.
Oh, you weren't supposed to announce anything. What?
No. I said about the year. I didn't say where though. But I did.
But that's the big surprise.
Well, no, but it could be like what you did.
What did I do?
It's okay. Like, well, look.
What does that even mean?
Well, like you did one.
Yeah, but I did one because I left school.
Yeah, but you did one.
Technically, yeah.
No, I mean technically, you took a year off. I keep looking at the wrong camera. You took a year off.
True.
So yeah.
No, okay, you want to just announce it now?
No.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
Fine.
I haven't.
8 p.m. tomorrow.
I still want another day just to make my decision.
Oh, you're not. Well, I assumed you were finalized when you said you were ready to announce it.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what to finalize. It's complicated. It's like weird.
It is, but like I'm saying, Michael, if you have not finalized your decision, then we shouldn't announce it.
No. I need to finalize it soon. I just need to say something.
But but if it's not finalized, you shouldn't announce
it. It should be.
What is there still that's TBD?
Where I want to go.
Do you not know?
For college? I don't. But, well, it's not where I want to go. There's a difference between where I want to go and where I will.
Well, what's the difference?
I don't think I'm going to go. As of right now, I don't think I'm going to, well, I don't know. It's like I have a decision to make, and I think I've made my decision, but I don't know if it's one that like I want, but it's my decision probably.
What would change?
It's not mind? Supported. It's not supported by no. It's not even something that changed my mind. It's what I told you this morning, but it's just not like necessarily something like that. It's not like ideal. Like it's not, you know.
Well,
and it's not supported by everyone in my family. Also, I'll tell you that. But it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. But I haven't said where. I have decision. It is ultimately my decision. But is it gonna be a known school? I think I'd say I'll tell you all the schools are known.
Yeah, it's a known school.
The options, yeah. It's a known. I mean, there's none of the schools that I'm down to are unknown. Like there's no like
you know who the 4 options are, chat.
Yeah. Well, not saying I got in all of them. But
the 4 options, you know what they are.
The 4 that I wanted, the 4 that I applied to were Maryland, Syracuse, Towson, and Alabama.
There you go.
So I assume you can categorize all 4 of those.
Yes.
As no. Yeah.
Towson, Maryland, Bama, Syracuse. One of those 4.
Yeah, technically.
It's gonna be the hell was that? Anyway, how many of those schools do you want to? I feel like we should announce it, but like not if you're final. I haven't finalized it.
Well, I can go through like each one, like the pros and cons.
Right.
Like on right now, if you want. Like, I mean,
you want? Let's go. Let's talk about it. We can go in depth right now.
We can go in depth. Yeah, there's specific stuff. I'm holding my Syracuse pen here. There's specific stuff that I liked in some colleges and other ones. Well, I can't say which ones I got in. I could say what I got in.
Yeah, but let's go one by one. Let's start off. Let's start with Maryland.
I didn't get into Maryland.
Right.
I could say that.
Yeah.
I did not get into Maryland, but hypothetically, if I were to go to any of the other 3 schools and I wanted to, I could transfer after a year.
So Maryland, the transfer portal is very much open.
But that's like next year.
Right.
Maryland, I got flat out rejected from. The thing with Maryland, though, is first of all, it's a good school. It's in state, so the tuition is cheaper, and it's got a very good journalism program, and it's near DC, which I love. So there's like, it's not also just like sports. Maybe I could also do like some politics stuff. They're very good. They do a lot of student radio stuff. They do a lot of stuff for like Big Ten Network Plus. There's a lot of like hands-on opportunities, and it's the University of Maryland.
Did you see the Maryland student announcer who went viral?
I did, yeah, Tyler. I have a lot of friends at the Maryland Student Radio. Ben is going up to San Francisco for the game, probably with Tyler. And then Ryan. There's a couple, but and they're seniors. A majority of them were seniors, so it's like it would be really good to come in freshman or even sophomore year. I'd get like a lot of opportunities.
Massive fumble on their part. You realize how much publicity you would have brought to their program?
I mean, I do they realize all my clips?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, all
they don't.
Clips,
yeah, that was like they missed a huge opportunity.
Yeah, on student radio,
they would become known as like the most well known college radio, no one actually cares,
right,
in the mainstream. But if you went there and you promoted it right, yeah,
I agree. So there's that. Towson, the biggest appeal to Towson for me is that like everything, like it's close to like the Ravens and like any local connection. You got into Towson, by the way. I got into Towson. Yeah. Every local connection that I have, I can maintain easiest at Towson or Maryland, right. But Towson's good too. Towson's close to home. Towson, if I were to go to Towson, I probably wouldn't live in the dorms there. Because like for room and board, it's like over like another like $10,000, and I live 15 minutes away, so I'd probably live at home and commute, which is like whatever. But yeah, and theoretically, again, if I were to go to Towson, I could theoretically try. I wouldn't be my plan. Like I would plan to go to Towson anywhere I commit to. I would plan to ride it out, and hopefully get a degree. But there's always the option still to transfer to Maryland, and it'd still be like the cheapest way to do it. So that's kind of the pro with Towson. The con is Towson. It's a small school, so they don't have a good athletic program, like at all, pretty much. They don't really have like a student radio or anything. Which I mean, there's nothing stopping me from starting one. But it's not like I'm covering like Maryland or it's like whatever. Right. It's not that. It's definitely not as refined as any other school. Alabama is super fun. It's far. I got into Bama. Alabama has the best athletic program in the country by a solid amount. With football
over the you talk about all sports, yeah.
Oh yeah, to talk about all sports, it's very good opportunity there. I can make a lot of good connections in the college athletics, and I love college athletics. I love college football. I love college basketball. So Bama would be great. I went to Bama to visit there, and I stayed with some friends, and I went to the Alabama-Georgia game. And I'll tell you, after they won, and after I spent a couple of days at Bama, it was when I came out of there, it was very hard for me to say that I don't think I would want to go there. But it's far. It's kind of out of the way. It's not cheap either. So it's but it's really fun. In more ways than one. And academically, they're not bad either. I mean, news media major. There's studios. There's great opportunities. I mean, can you imagine doing student radio and student coverage at Alabama? I don't think there's a school in the country I'd rather do it at. So yeah. At the beginning, before you apply to places, what schools are on your maybe, but I'm not applying. LSU was actually on a maybe, but I didn't end up applying there. Yeah, I don't know. It was like part of the athletic program. I love the South. I really do.
You do.
It's Arizona State for the journalism school I was considering, but I would never have gone there, so I didn't apply there. Same with LSU. I was considering some of the other good broadcasting schools like Mizzou or like whatever, but I didn't end up applying to those either. And then the fourth one was Syracuse. Syracuse.
Broadcaster you.
Yeah. And I wanted to go there since I was like very little. Since I was like 9. I did a pre-college program there. Should I say the result I got from Syracuse? Should I like?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So so within Syracuse, there's like a couple schools, and the one I wanted to go to was Newhouse. It's like a school of public communications. It's like a great school. My major there would be like broadcast digital journalism, but I would be able to do like all this like sports. It's super like hands-on, but it's the best broadcasters in the entire country. The cons of Syracuse are also it's a little far. I mean, it's like a 7-hour drive. It's cold at Syracuse, very cold, which I don't like. I'm not opposed to that, but I'm just saying.
It is a con.
And then what?
But it would be a con, though. Yeah.
Right. I mean, compared to like Alabama, right? I mean, everything was just seemed better at Bama. Not than Syracuse, but just like better than any other school. Anyway, and it's just great for broadcasting, but it's very expensive though. And the way I did, so I didn't get into Newhouse, but I got like waitlisted for like the sports management program, and I got this like other opportunity, which is like it's like some right here. It's like it's a waitlist response. I could pull up the thing, but it's they said they're offering me a spot in like a global semester program, and then I would be guaranteed admission for like the next spring. Then I could transfer once I'm in Syracuse to Newhouse. So I take that as like I got in if I like wanted it to the university, not necessarily to Newhouse. So I could go to Syracuse if I wanted to. And if I wanted to go there again, since I've been probably 9. I did not ED to Syracuse. I should have. Maybe I shouldn't have, because it would have been like binding. So I don't know. But I'm actually not. I don't have good grades. I'm like smart. Like
after me.
What?
So you took after me.
Josh kind of influenced me there though. I'm like I'd say I'm like street smart, but I'm not really like books. Like I don't take tests well. I can't always concentrate on my work unless I really like it. Like unless I'm making like a spotting chart. Yeah. That's the only book. That's the only stuff I read.
I told you when we first started this stuff that you have a lot of the same stuff I do. You just didn't get diagnosed with it.
Correct. What I read the most at this point, especially with March Madness, all these games that I've been live for, I downloaded all the game notes packets, and I've been reading about their game notes and their players, and I know all the players and all that. That's what I read. I read about sports. I read about politics. So each school has its pluses. Each school has its minuses. And then, well, I'll explain more tomorrow, the other part of the decision.
Right. So here's the other part I want to talk about actually. I'm actually curious about this with you. Are you going under the play-by-play? Like, is that what it is, or is it journalism for you?
It's something. Well, there's no play-by-play majors, so I'd still be play-by-play would still be my number one thing anywhere. I mean, hopefully for the rest of my life.
That's still your like.
Yeah, for sure. I wouldn't go as a major for journalism. I mean, I would if I wanted to be a writer, I would still do it too. But like, I wouldn't like. That's not. I'm not going there to switch my media, I guess, expertise, if you will. Like, I'm. That's just the major. Like, it's major for journalism where I can learn all the skills of covering events. And then play-by-play would still be what I do. And then Syracuse also, like all the play-by-play broadcasters, their major is like broadcast digital journalism or something like that. And then Alabama would be news media, which would be the most like hands-on, like in-studio classes that I'd be able to get. At Towson, I think it's communications or communication studies or something like that.
What are your thoughts on what Stephen A's been doing in terms of, have you noticed the crossover he's been doing?
With politics?
Not even like agree or disagree. Like, what are your thoughts on like how he's become very involved in it?
Well, I say he might run for president.
Yeah. I think that it's very clear to me if he finds a.
I think here's the platform though. Like he like there's few guys that are like professionals in the sports media business. Stephen A. Smith's always been like crazy and does whatever he wants, and that's what made him so popular, and that's what makes him so good at what he does. And he's great at what he does.
If he finds that he would have a legitimate chance, he's going to do it.
Yeah.
If he doesn't, if he finds that he wouldn't really have a good shot, he won't.
I mean, he's probably just as qualified to be president as our president now before he was president. So
yeah,
they have equal amount of experience.
Yeah, correct.
LinkedIn is very. I love LinkedIn. Yeah, you have to get lucky network, and I have over 400 connections on LinkedIn. I've been on LinkedIn for a very long time.
You have
I know a lot of people. I try. So yeah, there's a lot of.
Oh, you there? We might have lost him. Did we lose Michael? Give it a second. Hold on. Wait for it. I think he's gone. He'll be back. I will tell you, for those of you that did not hear, at 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night, the official Michael Mursky college decision will be announced. It's going to be crazy. Where do you guys think he's going to go? Where do you guys think, chat? Maryland? Well, not Maryland. You know it's not Maryland. Is it Syracuse, Bama, or Towson? Syracuse, Bama, or Towson? Bama, Syracuse. Oh. What's up? Did your computer die?
No, my computer's at 100%. It's still on. It's just the Wi-Fi disconnected for some reason.
Oh, okay. So you'll reconnect.
I'm reconnecting, yeah, but it says I have no internet.
What?
I'm so confused.
Michael's internet is cut out, everybody, as I'm sure you guys can hear.
Yeah, it's like cell service, but on my computers.
Chat is split between Syracuse and Bama for where you're going to go. Oh, wait a second. I just remembered. Monday Night Raw starts at 4 p.m. this week because it's in London. So, actually.
It's just today?
Yeah, I mean, they're like on a European tour. The European crowds put the Americans one to shame. They are incredible.
Really? They're better than the American ones?
But it's not even close. They are unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right. Are you playing the dinosaur game?
Yep. I texted my dad. I'm trying to get the Wi-Fi to come back. But no, what I was gonna say is everybody watching the stream. Yeah, I'm turning the volume off. Everybody watching the stream. Hear me. If they watch the one tomorrow, y'all will be very surprised with more than just the college decision. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Can I say that?
Yeah.
I feel like that'll be a very left turn kind of a.
Yeah. Significant.
Hard left.
Yeah.
Not politically. What? My dad.
Holy shit. Chubby Mamba, I remember you.
Oh, I'm back. My dinosaur game just glitched. Now my Wi-Fi's back. That's the whole point of the dinosaur game was.
You back on?
think so. Stream camera, microphone, yeah.
There we go. Boom. He's back. There we go. Yep. Oh my God. Are you serious? Bro. Boo. Oh, wait. You're pixelated, but you're back. And now you're not. You're frozen again. You know what? I think it's time to call this episode here because I want to watch Monday Night Raw. And we've given you guys some significant updates on the Michael Mursky College search. Tune in tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. Burns, hope you enjoyed your nap. See you guys later. Go Ravens. Go Terps. And see you on Wednesday.